Hi, I'm Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be getting ready for my last ever day of high school. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be answering some questions that I had you send in on my Instagram and community tab just for some things to talk about, and let's go ahead and get into it. The first product I'm going to be using is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen in SPF 40. It's definitely cloudy outside, but I'm trying to get into the habit of using a sunscreen every single day because it's really good for your skin. And of course, I've heard a lot of good reviews about this particular one. The first question, I got this one a couple of times, and it is what plans I have for the summer. So I briefly mentioned this in a few videos, but my biggest summer plan is definitely the Pacific Coast Highway road trip that my mom and I have planned. For that trip, my mom and I are going to be flying into Seattle, Washington, renting a Jeep Wrangler and driving all the way down to San Diego, California. And we're going to be like camping some, staying in hotels some, and just exploring everything there is to explore, from the national parks to the big cities. And I'm so excited for that. I feel like it's been made pretty obvious on my channel that I really love the West Coast and probably eventually want to live out there. So getting to spend 3 weeks out there is something that I am beyond excited for. The next product I'm going to be using is the Priming Moisturizer from Glossier. This is the one for oily skin because when I bought it, I was not on Accutane yet, so I definitely needed it. Outside of the road trip, the only other plans that I have for the summer is my mom has an RV site booked near us, like in a little mountain town that I like. And that's for just like an extended weekend. But I plan to spend the month of July hanging out around where I live and doing like little day trips and fun activities with my friends before I go off to school, and just kind of enjoying that social setting for a little bit. And then August, I'll probably do a little bit of that, but I kind of have August blocked off to making sure I have all of my ducks in a row for college. So the next question is, what is your fave video that you've ever made and fave vids to film and edit? So I guess my favorite video that I've ever made would have to be my college decision reveal video, because that is one that I had been wanting to make for so long, and I was really happy with how it turned out, and it did perform really well on my channel. So just all around, I really liked that video. But in terms of favorite videos to film and edit, I would have to say my vlog list videos from last summer were by far my favorites. Obviously, I love filming them because I was doing stuff off my summer bucket list, but then editing them was so much fun too, because I experimented with a lot of new editing techniques and got really creative. And I just like editing vlogs because there's so many different edits you can do. I definitely feel like lately I haven't been branching out creatively, but I haven't really had a lot of time to explore new editing techniques with school. But since today is my last day, I will definitely have more time for that in the future. And now I'm going to be putting on the Maybelline foundation. This is just from the drugstore. It's matte and poreless. The next question is confidence tips, which I find this to be a very interesting one because I feel like it's different for everyone. I definitely have my moments of not being confident. I feel like a lot of people assume those that do social media just have really high confidence levels, and you definitely do have to have high confidence. I would say what's really helped me the past little bit is I have gotten into consistently working out, and while I might not necessarily be quote seeing results, it just makes me feel really confident to know that I'm moving my body and I am a fit person and that I'm healthy. That just makes me feel confident knowing I'm eating the right foods and working out. And then I also really try and only buy clothes that make me feel confident and that I feel like I look good in. And I feel like that should be a no-brainer, but I feel like sometimes people get caught up in buying things that fit the trends only for that reason, even if they don't particularly love how it looks. And then before you know it, there's not that many clothes in your closet that make you feel confident. And then also, just like if there's something that makes you feel self-conscious, doing whatever you can to try and fix it. So for me, I was really self-conscious about my acne, so I started like going to the dermatologist and getting on like a skin transformation, and that has given me a lot of confidence as having clear skin. But again, it could be different for everyone, so if those don't resonate with you or don't feel like those are the only ways to be confident. The next one is, why are you a Cowboys fan? So I feel like this is meant to be sarcastic and not legit, but I will give you the legit reason. Whenever I was, I believe, 4 or 5, my dad was watching a Cowboys-Eagles game, and I came in the room and started watching it with him. I simply did not like how the Eagles were playing. They were playing very mean and dirty football, which I did not like. My 4-year-old self was like, no. And then I also thought that the star on their helmets was really pretty. So I started pulling for the Cowboys. And then ever since then, I just like kept asking my dad when the Cowboys games were on and just started watching them. It has evolved into a full-on football addiction where every single Saturday and Sunday I'm watching football every single waking second. But I'm not mad about it. I love football. I would never change who I pull for. I love the Cowboys. Dak and Zeke about to go hard this season, okay? What's your favorite place and why is the next question. So I would say, like, in terms of local place that I can actually like go to frequently, I would definitely say the Blue Ridge Parkway. I can get on there pretty quickly and I really enjoy driving on it. It's just very relaxing. And just a lot of the places off the parkway are so pretty. In terms of like favorite place ever, I will have to say Tennessee Valley Beach in California. It's a black sand beach and it has like mountains that go down into the ocean. It's gorgeous. And if you're ever in the Bay Area, I would highly recommend doing that hike. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. The next thing I'm going to be doing is putting on some concealer. Thankfully with Accutane, I really haven't been needing to put on much of this, but I still put on a little bit on my problem areas, I guess you could call them. Okay, the next question is fave songs at the moment. So as I discussed in my most recent video, I recently got Apple Music, which has been really exciting. And I think my favorite song right now is The Spins by Mac Miller. I've been on a huge Mac Miller kick and The Spins is just so super catchy. Another song that I've really been loving is Heartless by The Weeknd. I've been listening to a lot of The Weeknd as well. And of course the Save Your Tears remix with Ariana Grande just came out like a couple weeks ago when I'm filming this video. And I've been obsessed with that song too. But that's just like only scratching the surface of what I've been listening to, but I would definitely call those my favorites at the moment. Fave swimsuit brand is the next question, and I would definitely have to say Aerie, which is like an extension of American Eagle. That's where literally all of my swimsuits are from. I think that they fit really well and they last a super long time. They're not swimsuits that you just wear like a couple of times for one season and are done. Like they will last you multiple seasons. And I also think their sizing, it's just perfect. The next question I got a couple of times is how are you? And I'm actually doing pretty well. I feel like my lack of uploading for my standards consistently might be like a red flag to people since I got that more than once. But I am honestly doing fine. With my classes winding down, I have been very relaxed and just being able to enjoy things like Netflix, coloring, and reading, which I hadn't really been able to do at all this year because I was just on the grind so much with school. And I've also been having a lot more time to work out this semester, which has really been helping me with my mood and confidence and stuff like that. Thank you all for the concern, but I am doing well. Definitely looking forward to summer and all of those fun plans and activities. The next thing that I'm gonna do is use the Wilder from Glossier to set everything. The next question that I got is what's my favorite animal? Definitely dogs. I have 2 of them. What is my least favorite subject? My least favorite subject is definitely English. I just feel like it's so subjective and I do not like that. I like reading just fine, but like the types of books that you have to read in like AP literature, it's just not my vibe. And I don't like how it's definitely open for your interpretation, but some interpretations can be deemed wrong. It just angers me. Like if I can back up my interpretation with the text, I feel like it should be considered correct, but alas, that is not the case. What is your dream job? My dream job is definitely to like do something with social media. I really enjoy being a YouTuber, that's like dream job, but I'm definitely thinking realistically, and that would be a sustainable architect. That is what I am going to school for. So I do really enjoy architecture a lot. I've done several camps and really liked it, and then the sustainability aspect is just something that's become really important to me in the past few years. So I want to add that on as like a minor or something, so that way I can do more to save the planet than just, you know, not eat meat. But if the YouTube thing ever shakes out, I would definitely jump on the opportunity because it's an amazing job to have. And I know that a lot of people want it, so if you're given the opportunity, you should definitely take it. Next question is summer or spring. I'm definitely a summer person. I just enjoy the warm weather and not having to deal with school, but I love a good spring day too. Next, I'm just going to be spritzing my face with the Mario Biscuit Rose Water. I kind of use this as a setting spray because it says you can on the back, and I don't have like the Urban Decay setting spray or something, but that's probably what I'll switch to because I honestly don't know how effective this is as a setting spray. Okay, the next question is any milestones I want to hit with YouTube. So as I mentioned, my goal for the end of the year is 3,000 subscribers, and I definitely think that I can still hit that. However, my growth has been slower than I would have wanted it to have been to start off the year, but I also know that most of the growth is going to be happening during the months of May through August when people are not in school and have more time to watch YouTube videos. And I also think that I have some content coming up that has the potential to do really well, like the Pacific Coast Highway vlogs and upcoming college content and stuff like that. And I am getting really close to getting monetized. And as I mentioned several times, I don't do YouTube for the money. If I did, I would have quit a long time ago. But I am really close to having my 4,000 watch hours. So getting monetized within the next like month or so is definitely a big goal of mine that I think I will be able to achieve based off my current analytics and stuff like that. The last thing I'm going to be doing in terms of makeup is just putting on a little bit of balm.com from Glossier. So this is such a good lip balm slash chapstick. Haven't been using it as much since I've been on Accutane because the lips dry out super fast, need Aquaphor. But for the sake of this video, I will be putting on a little bit of it. And the next question I think is pretty interesting, and it's how I'm making slash managing money at the moment. So full transparency, I am currently not making money in any way. I have not been working a job since last March. So for those of you that don't know, I was a hostess for over a year at a local restaurant. So the reason that I quit in March was because the state that I live in, all restaurants had to be shut down for a certain period of time. Then when the restaurant reopened, I was invited to come back and work, but my mom didn't want me to because of the coronavirus. And then once I got my vaccine this March, she told me that I could go back, but I really didn't see the point since I'm going to be gone for so long with the West Coast trip and then going off to school and stuff. It just didn't make sense for me to resume working. So to answer that, I'm not currently making money. Then how am I managing money is really important since I'm not making money. Basically, when I was working, I saved a lot of my money and I didn't really buy anything except gas for my car, and then if I were to go out to eat with some friends, I would buy my food, but that was like only every once in a while. I just kind of don't buy a lot. That's how I manage my money. Yeah, I'm not making money and I manage my money by just not buying a lot of stuff that I don't need. To summarize, current favorites, which let me tell you, I have a lot. In terms of TV shows, my go-tos right now are The Vampire Diaries, which I haven't seen before, and I'm honestly really addicted to it. I'm loving it. Then the show that my family and I are watching together is The Crown, which is about the royal family, and I'm enjoying that. It's definitely more of an intellectual show than I'm used to, but I'm liking it. Then in terms of music artists, like I said, Mac Miller, The Weeknd. I've been listening to some Travis Scott, which I've been liking. And of course, Ariana Grande is just a constant fave. Then I've really been liking coloring recently, getting back into the mandalas, which were super popular a while ago. Really quickly, the two products I just used on my hair are the She Keratin Mist and the She Keratin Silk Infusion. So if you don't know, keratin helps strengthen your hair. So these are the products that I use to kind of help it look shiny and healthy and stuff like that. I've been using these products for a couple of years now and I stand by them. I'm done getting ready, but there are a couple more questions and I definitely want to answer them. So the next one is, how's the prep for college going? And I would say definitely very well. I've actually already ordered a few room decor pieces. I know I definitely should not have done that, but there were pieces that I knew that I wanted in my dorm no matter what, and I didn't want to risk them getting sold out. And I definitely need to buy some more things before I leave for my trip that I feel like might sell out by the time I get back, like a mattress topper and mattress pad for dorm beds, because I'm definitely not trying to sleep on an actual brick for an entire year. But other than that, I'm definitely waiting on buying stuff and planning out things till I know more specifics, because I don't want to start, you know, buying a bunch of stuff for my dorm only to find out I'm going to get put in one where a lot of that stuff won't work. Or another example would be picking out a lot of classes only to meet with my advisor and figure out that they don't all fit together, or since I want a minor, I can't take those certain classes. So I'm just kind of trying to take a step back and wait for things to fall into place right now. And the last question is, what's the thing you're most excited for in college and the thing you're most nervous for? So the thing that I am most excited for is definitely being in a new place and meeting new people. As we all know, I have lived in the same town my entire life, been surrounded by the same people for my entire life, so I'm very excited to get outside of that and meet new people. I've just been feeling very boxed in for like the past 2 years, so getting to break free of that is very refreshing. Then the thing that I'm most nervous for is definitely the academic rigor. So the University of Virginia is a very strong academic university. Their classes are going to be very, very challenging, and that's something that I'm not really used to. Even though I have tried to push myself at my high school by taking AP classes, community college classes, advanced math and science classes, there hasn't ever really been a class where I really struggled. There have definitely been classes where I had to work harder than I'm used to get the grade that I want, but never severely struggled. And I know that there are going to be classes that I severely struggle with in college, and I'm just very nervous to see how I handle that. I'm really hoping that I will be able to persevere and put in the work and have things click for me and not like super stress about it. But I'm just a person who naturally carries a lot of stress, which is why I'm worried that classes like that might actually break me, but I guess we will find out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really enjoyed filming this. I love like seeing what you guys want to know and chatting about that, so that way it's not just me rambling. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below when your last day of school is. I'm pretty curious. I know a lot of colleges have already gotten out for this summer, but a lot of high schools are going a lot later than normal because of COVID. So just let me know what your situation is, and be sure that you are subscribed and have the bell turned on while you're down there. That way you can be notified every single time I either upload a new video or go live. All those actions really help my channel grow, and I would appreciate it so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
It's not about personality matrixels and charts. It's all about the bumps in your heart.